I done came up, busting down the whole broke, it's that bad. Want your people swag, you ain't even gotta.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game could end up being all about the defense as both teams ranked in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed. The Cowboys are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Seahawks, who will need to find a way to move the football.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. First carry now. This is Johnson. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Second down following the run. Wilson a give to Rawls. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 47 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, it's so...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. David Johnson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here we go now.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver. Tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Just 1 yard to go here on second down. 19. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package.
David Johnson on his way. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. David Johnson, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 79 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. First and goal here from the 2. They'll try to run it with Morris. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run it into Marshall. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Bailey now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out now come the Cowboys. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And the D looking like they may blitz.
All right, here we go.
Here's Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but...
Again, it's Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who's the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
On second down, Johnson. They find some open field here. David Johnson on his way. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On the ground, rolls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas rolls, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Cliff Averill in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, watch the left, watch the left. All right, now look at 56. All right, Detroit, here we go. Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Green, 39! Green, 39! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now and then. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
This is Elliott, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Bannon, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Richardson. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He hits Baldwin right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They go play fake. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. That's fielded in the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So both teams have their marching order going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 4 yards remaining now on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go. Blue 90.
A first down carry by Elliott. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go. Over. Stay with your man.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Elliott. And now running right through it. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19! No. Check, Patriot!
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. And some room to work. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They run with Morris. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A give to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, here we go. Green 39. Here we go now, Philly. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They get 3 there on the pickup, and that leads to a Dallas 1st down.
It was 4th and 2, and somehow he managed to get 3. Great leg drive and plenty of determination.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
Now Elliott. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go.
They're trying to run it in with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
Here's Elliott, and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They go to Johnson again. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson, he's going to float this one deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 51 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. A first down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try to run it in. Lacey. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Eddie Lacy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Walsh now for the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is knocked down from the side. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back.
All right, here we go. Over!
Now Marshall. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
Set! 319! 319! Leopard! Leopard! He's coming! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now it's Lockett. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
On first down, Mahomes. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The give is to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Go, 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 run, run, run!
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Over!
They'll run it with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Elliott. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Elliott, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. Green 39. Green.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Powerful running. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.